Hello, this is Kubu. I am bringing you the second match of the season against MyCaastl. And after going free in the previous one, I hope this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, and we should be starting right away. Hopefully. Alright. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with the previous one. I thought I played really well for a period of it, but well, no, I guess you can go watch that. I am recording this, right? Just making sure. Yeah, okay, I am. Good to know. All right. Mm, we've got a kingdom here. All right. Tower is empty supply pile. Workshop's another supply pile here. Okay, cool. All right, what we got here? We've got Pixie, Pixie goats. So this game is going to be pretty fast. But then there really isn't anything to do here, other than like Sculptor, Trickster, Treasure Trove. I mean, Sculptor could get caravans, and caravans could help you draw a little bit. A ferryman that could also draw a little bit. It's all a little awkward. I mean, there isn't really a discard attack. Lesson learned from last time, so playing money-ish could be an option. I mean, but there is like you could do some sort of thing with salvagers plus buy and then pilgrims. I mean, you could increase your stuff in deck count by salvage or treasure trove, and you have +1 action from barracks, and you can use royal carriage as a village. Does this work on durations? Yes, it does, right? It's the only. But then, like, your village, like, you're doubling either a pixie or a caravan? Or ferryman, I suppose. Oh, and there is workshop, right? I mean, maybe this. Like, there being a workshop on the board maybe makes this playable for an engine. So I do want that workshop. I do also want a sculptor. And I do want a salvager at some point. Alright, I think I'm gonna trash an estate and open salvager. Pixie then? Yeah, we're trashing an estate. This gives me a 10 stop card shuffle. So yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm very likely to not whiff on this 5 price point here. Actually, I'm 100% to not whiff on the price point, right? Unless there's something that I want from a pixie. I don't know what that'd be. Yeah, okay, so my opponent really wants a 5 here. Not sure that I agree with that. I think I would just trash the copper. Okay. I think they're going to go money-ish. I'm just convinced by tower points. Like, that's why I'm not going money-ish. Here. Alright, what we got? I think I don't really want that right now. So I am just going to grab this workshop and hopefully we're gonna have some tower points that are going to do good stuff for us. I mean, you could do Pilgrim Barracks and like be fine, maybe. I don't know. I mean, the entirety of the caravan pile sounds like a lot of work, to be fair. But like having a workshop helps with that. Right? And I do have a workshop, my opponent doesn't. For my opponent, this workshop is a little less playable with a pilgrim. Not that much. They grab a royal carriage. So they are building. It's oh, they have a cargo ship too. That's odd. I would not be doing that if I were them, but what do I know? That's a very good boon. They probably drew a cargo ship off that pilgrim, right? That's why that turn looked so bad. Yeah. So if I hit wind, I'm probably not taking it. If I hit wisps, I mean, I think I just want to play caravan, then play pixie, and then ferryman into a new shuffle. And I am very happy to do this. Just throw 2 caravans into that shuffle. Hell yeah. I think I'll just pitch the salvager away. Trash a copper, grab a pixie. The salvager is not very good, admittedly, but like, it's fine that it's not very good, I think, at this stage. It'll be better, Copium. It'll be better, yes. I mean, Sculptor could be a good, a usable card too here. My opponent's getting places with this Royal Courage Sculptor stuff. The thing is, I'm just going to get a lot of tower points, and I'm just hoping that that's going to turn the tide in my favor. That's just it. They bought barracks, yes. I've got Earth's Gift, so that helps a lot. The whole tower points game plan. I would like to keep the pixie if that's gonna be the boon. I mean, the salvager is still not very good. Still gonna get rid of it. Keep that. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing that much is the only issue here that I'm having. Like, I would like some economy here, I think. I'm just going to keep on grabbing caravans though and add economy in the form of I could do it in the form of royal carriage. That's a very strange thing to say. But royal carriage lets me copy the workshop and use that as economy. Yeah, sure. I'm just setting up with this caravan stuff. Yeah. No, I think once the caravan's empty, I'm probably just gonna part ways with the workshop and grab some more useful gainer like a sculptor or something. My opponent might start provincing soon, and I'm a little worried about that because I am nowhere near ready. Only 2 coppers were trashed though. I think I trashed at least one of them. Trashes a copper. Yeah, so we are about the same with trashing. No, I have a trasher in my deck, so it's probably nothing to be proud of. They also had a cargo ship. They have a lot of money. That's a little concerning. Yeah, I really need to get a sculptor, I think. Yeah, my opponent is just grabbing a lot of royal carriages. I mean, they are the only village, so makes sense. I would take a silver. Alright, I would definitely take those. Those are very, very good. No, pop that out. I think I'm still pitching the salvager and playing the workshop, right? Okay, so this is 6. I'm gonna gain more caravans, call rail carriages on those caravans so I can get more caravans. And I think this is gonna be a sculptor for me. So I really need to get some silvers going, or like some economy. I would like a barracks though. It'd be nice to get some draw off this pixie too. Just the pixies are so expensive in this kingdom. Because they cost to buy. The buy is such a big cost. So it's in the Boondro pile. There's still silvers in the Boondro pile, right? Yeah, we still have silvers in the Boondro pile. Don't really want to stick my rail carriage out by copying this. I will not need this many cards at the end of the turn. I could I could replay this pixie. I could replay the sculptor and gain silvers too. That could be a better use. I could also replay the sculptor to gain a silver and a caravan. And we can continue this turn. This was the most unexciting turn ever made, but I've gained 9 points now. So my horrible deck is getting somewhere. And I'm gonna grab another rail carriage because that's flexible. I have 5 caravans in play. This feels so incredibly slow, but I mean, we're getting somewhere, so maybe it works. I mean, we're not behind, right? I guess my opponent has pilgrims, which draws a little faster. But the pilgrims are never going to empty. So those are just not points. The royal carriages, they might empty though. I don't know. Maybe I'm too concerned about the tower points. I also do have that workshop. I have more gains, right? Yeah, I have more-ish gains. They have a lot of rail carriages. So they can use those as gains. Also, rail carriages are not very gainable. I have this ferryman, which doesn't really do anything. I might get rid of it. Yeah, I definitely want to gain some wisps. Or not wisps, but some pixies. There's still a plus buy boon, right? And I think I'm the only one with a pixie right now. Yes. Yeah, so the plus buy boon and the silvers, right? So I actually want pixies quite a bit here. Hey, that's good to know. I want pixies quite a bit. That means I need rail carrot. Like, I want rail carrot sculptures for pixies or something. Because out of the 4 remaining boons, 2 of them are really, really good. I mean, there is a very simple way to get economy in this deck too. It's just called getting a treasure trove. Which I might do. Just because my draw is a lot more consistent. I think my draw is the start of turn draw. Yeah, my opponent is just going to play for emptying the rail carriages. So I need to watch out for that. I mean, if I grab 2 pixies this turn, I am guaranteed, or even 1 pixie and play it, I am guaranteed to hit a plus buy boon. Oh, unless my opponent gains this, right. Unless my opponent gets a sculptor. Going, alright, well, let's play these. Nice, we hit. That's probably the only hit in my deck, actually. Do I want to play the ferryman? I think I have 1 rail carriage. No, I have 2 rail carriages. I could trash it, but then I'm not doing my entire turn, so I think I'm just going to play it. Oh wait, I was doing my entire turn, okay. Let's discard this copper. Let's play the second carriage. Do I want to play a salvager this turn? Not really. I mean, I just want to call... I want to like have sculptor gains silver and double pixie. Maybe double silver pixie, so I can play the salvager. So I want to play the workshop and try to gain and play a pixie. Here. Yes, I'm gonna gain a silver. Call a carriage, gain another silver. Call a carriage, gain a pixie. We're gonna gain a pixie here too. That's not the one. Yes, that's something that I want. But I also want this plus buy boon. Yes, that one, exactly. Alright, so what do we got here? What's the last boon? It's probably not anything important. I have 4 buys. If I just buy out the royal carriages and like a green card of some sort, how much money do I have? 10, 12, and then 16-ish. 16 with 15 because I want to trash a copper, and then either 14 if I trash a copper with a salvager, or 16 if I trash a silver. Double pixie, double carriage is extremely risky, right? If I go 14 and I go triple pixie province, is that winning? So I have 4 pixies, so if my opponent empties pixie, I mean, my opponent gains 6 points from emptying carriages, but then if they empty pixies, I gain 3 points over them, so I'm ahead. Yeah, okay, so I can do province triple pixie, I think. And then I'm rolling a lot of gains, but I don't have a lot of gains in my deck. It's a little sketchy, and yeah, but I'm rolling for a lot of gains here. I don't have that many stop cards, right? I think I'm supposed to be scared and buy this province. Yeah, I don't remember what the last boon is, but it's probably nothing significant. Let's take a look. Earth's gone, field's gone, flame's gone, forest's gone. It might be moon. Sky went, I think sun went, wind went, swamp went, sea went, river went, mountain. Yeah, I think it's moon. That is the last last thing. I don't know. I mean, they can use Salvager a lot to trash their cards, but then they're trashing their cards. Oh no. I never gained a barracks, or I never bought a barracks. That's remarkable. Yeah, I think I have enough of a point lead to not be worried here. I mean, I can Royal Carriage trash some garbage if I, like, Royal Carriage and Salvager and trash a lot of things. So I should be able to get free, like I just need free gains, right? Oh, I guess I only have 2 Royal Carriages, so I can call it 3 times on a Salvager, but then I don't have the actions. That's a little sketchy because I don't think I've opened myself a window to win here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've opened myself a window to win. Unless I roll a good boon, which I have 4 shots on, and I can roll a 5th shot, right? Or even, yeah, I can roll a 5th and a 6th shot on a good boon. Yeah, so if I roll 6 boons, 5 of them could be good. Alright, well, let's play these. The first boon I know is not good. Keep, call the carriage, no. Is not it. That is also not it. Oh, that would be it if I didn't mess up. Right. I'm bad. Because that is definitely a winning boon. Okay, that is me being bad because I wasn't supposed to call that carriage. Yes, okay. It would be a winning boon if I didn't call the carriage because the plus actions allow me to play all of my terminals for gains. Never mind because I can't use both the workshop. Okay. Never mind. Actually, none of the boons are, or only the plus buy is winning. Right. Only the plus buy boon is winning for me now. Well, here's the thing. If I roll boons enough, I will hit it. This workshop's useless. I can gain a pixie because that just like puts me further ahead, right? The plus buy boon is still winning for me. Nope. Alright, do I blow up this workshop or what do I do with the salvager? Blow up the goat. And that gives me 13. Again, but the workshop's not useful anymore. Yeah, the workshop's not useful anymore. So I can get rid of it. Alright, I'm gonna buy Province Duchy. It's just, like, I'm not worried. I don't think my opponent can outscore me here. And I will just get the plus buy boon eventually and empty the carriages, right? Because I have, how many pixies? 5. Okay, so I can roll the boons again and if I roll the boons enough times, I will go through the boon pile again and then get the plus buy boon. And then I can hit 15 out of trashing a ferryman or some nonsense, right? So with Salvager, yeah, I can trash 2 cards of Salvager, so that's easy. My opponent is going to be able to double province-ish here. I wonder if they can do 5. They can't do 5, right? Like, there isn't enough stuff to trash. Wait, can they do 3 carriages and enough points? Because I only have 2 carriages, so that's +6 for them. I'm 22 points ahead, so they would need to do 3 provinces on top of that. Without trashing their province. That's incredibly hard. Maybe they could empty salvagers, but that's even harder, right? Wait, I could empty salvagers. That's an idea. If I roll Earth... Yeah, I could start emptying salvagers if I roll Earth's Gift. Right. That's an idea. I can try to win that way too. Yeah, they're trashing salvagers to generate economy. Yeah, okay. They're nowhere near close. I'm gonna get these two on the... Wait, is this winning actually? If I, well, I would need actions, right? I can't sculpt salvagers yet. Yeah, I would need actions. Alright, let's try to get some pixies. Alright, that does it. That helps. Alright, let's roll again. Alright. Think that gets there. That should just win. Right. Oh, that's still in place. I can't reroll a trash pixie. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do anything with it anyway. Keep, Alright, I think this is winning. Yeah. Gain a salvager, color royal carriage, gain salvager, color royal carriage, gain salvager. And alright. I think that was a pretty cool one. The fact that I got to roll the boon pile over and over again until I get the boon that I want. I think that's a good one. Alright. We've got a second kingdom. What's going on here? Wayfarer Via, that's pretty powerful in general. It's not trashing that there is a familiar, but I think that's gonna be too slow. Especially since curses are not the mean curses. I just need enough plus buy for this to work, right? Kinda tempted to open Via. Is that crazy? Like, Via Wayfarer is just very, very powerful. And if I just draw a Via, then I can open, like, then I can start buying 2 into, yeah, double 2s or something. But Via is such a bad card to have in the deck. I want the plus buy. I don't care. Give me a second. I need to handle something on the side here. Alright. What is... Okay, well, let me do my turn. Oh, am I showing my email on my recording if I did this? Yeah, I did show my email on my recording. Alright, let's not do that anymore. Okay, never mind. That I got a little bit. What am I? Okay, let's do my turn. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna look at my any of the stuff that are on the sides. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. I'm certain. This is the idea that I was just gonna shove wayfarers into my deck. And Via is the only pass by. Sorry. Alright. We are going to buy more Vias for more plus buy. Alright, plus 2 coins. Don't rotate. Let's buy a 2 and a 2 again. Then I can do a specialist now. Alright. Alright, they took a blacksmith. I don't really care about blacksmith. I care about specialists though. Alright, I think I handled the thing that I had to do on the side, sorry. Oh, my opponent is buying familiars. That's very mean. Alright, I think I will gain this silver. Because I want the wayfarer to cost 3. Sure, let's rotate the blacksmiths because I actually don't care about them. Don't gain. Well, I will probably have to buy a Via. I will buy a Via here, I think. Because I want to use the specialist to play the Via and play it again. And then buy a copper and 2 wayfarers. Let's try to play it like that. Ow. I don't know, like maybe I'm leaning too far into this wayfarer thing. Not exactly sure. I have 4 of them now. I'm going to... I think this is an innkeeper kind of turn. I wish I remembered what the last card was. Fortunately, I don't really have a wishing well. The deck. Actually, I should buy Silo, right? Like, Silo is very powerful, and I should have bought it probably a while back, but... Well, we're buying it now, I guess. Because now that we have a bunch of Wayfarers in the deck, I want to be able to get rid of Copper, so I get my good cards. Hopefully between Specialists and Wayfarers, we're actually drawing deck and doing powerful things. Yeah. I do need to be faster than its familiar stuff. Thankfully, my opponent's deck is not doing that much. Granted, it is giving away curses, which makes their Wayfarers cost 0. It's very mean. Yeah, I should definitely buy Silo here. That was something that I needed to do a long, long time ago. Alright, and hopefully I draw all the Vias and get to buy all the remaining Wayfarers so that my opponent doesn't actually get a sufficient number of them, but I think they don't really have plus buy in their deck, so it should be pretty easy. They could buy a Wayfarer for 6. Alright. Okay, this is how I envisioned this looking like. Don't gain, I think. Yeah, definitely don't gain. As I'm going to be... Wait, I can always gain a copy of this. Yeah, let's just gain a copy. Put it in my hand. Hell yeah. Alright, so... I can buy Wayfarer, Specialist, Copper, Double Wayfarer. I could have done it in a different order. Doesn't really matter. Putting Coppers in my deck isn't too bad too here. Maybe that should have been an Innkeeper, but I don't want my opponent to get Wayfarers. That's the idea. I want all of them. So they get to use the powerful Via stuff for doing stuff with them. Now, is my opponent gonna take an Elder, or let me get away from this? Right, I will gladly... Actually, I'll gladly draw a card, because that could be a Wayfarer. I'll also rotate away from this garbage. Yeah, want Elders. I will not gain a silver, because I would like to not have a silver in the shuffle that I'm drawing into. I can gain a silver here though. And actions buy a farmhands. Set aside this Specialist. With my super inconsistent deck. That's fine. I need to start greening here, I think. I mean, I'm just going to have a really good turn on this turn, I think. This hopefully, in the next 6 cards there is a Wayfarer, and then I get to Specialist, double Wayfarer, buy a Via, continue. I'm getting flooded with curses. I am slightly worried about, but nothing too major. Silos is not doing anything for me right now. I could start buying Innkeepers for points, but that is a little dangerous. I could be the goal, though. Yeah, there is no... Oh no, there are cantrips in my deck that I can Specialist. They're just not very good to Specialist. Yeah, my opponent continues to buy Familiars. That makes sense. I mean, also... Oh, wait. Wait a second. That is so cute. Yeah, let's gain a silver. Oh. Yeah. Alright, well, I think I'm gaining a copy here. Because I think this turn is being continued, yes. That is so cute. I'm gonna keep on shoving silvers into this deck now. Because I think this deck's ready to go. I mean, it's just an all-out money deck at this point. I am giving up on deck control, I think, here. Zoom, gain all the silvers. Maybe that's not right, but I don't care if it's right. Just doing it because it's fun. Plus 2 coins, or am I trying to continue? Let's just get more coins. 23! We did it. Alright, what can we do with 23? We could do Via for the sake of denying it in Keeper, triple province. Keeper double province? Or I could just do a bunch of innkeepers. All of the innkeepers? No, it's probably not that good to get all of the innkeepers. Let's get a province. Zoom. Yeah, the farmhand specialist thing was kind of nice. I have so much junk to sift through. Oh. Yeah, this deck's probably not going to have good turns, generally. But it might occasionally do. And that might be good enough. I don't know. I definitely went full zoom on the last turn, which probably wasn't right. Alright, let's gain a silver. Hopefully there is a Wayfarer in my next hand. So I'm gonna do the same trick again. Hey, it worked! I have 51 cards in the deck. Oh, somehow I don't think I'm gonna be able to draw for all of it, but that's fine. They can give me 3 curses a turn. They're gonna have a hard time winning here because I don't know if they have enough money and they can draw for all of their money and then... Oh no, they don't have enough plus buy to be able to give me all the curses. I need to be worried about next turn, but that's about it. I think I will be able to draw most of my stuff though. That's kind of nice. As I get to do the farmhands trick again. So good. They're clearly not buying a familiar, right? Okay, well they bought a familiar. Right, farmhands. Yeah, why not? Play it again and gain a silver. And now we go zoom. And we are probably emptying Vias this turn, right? Yes. So we go zoom. Definitely buying a Via. I will use one of these. discard 3 maybe. Yeah. Okay, I felt pretty good. Yeah, this is probably not correct to gain all of these silvers, but I do not care. I want to just gain all of the silvers. It's a button that I can press. One, two, three, four, five, six. There is a Wayfarer in the deck somewhere. There are 2, right? I mean, this is winning, right? So probably just win. All right. So it's winning on these. On the obelisk, that's the cuter one. All right, that was pretty sweet. I like that game a lot. Familiar, not so good. All right, I'm doing this again where I'm starting the match really well, and then not doing so well later. All right, or maybe I will do well this later this time. All right, what we got here? Nothing too interesting. I mean, there is a highway, but there is highway artificer, right? Can do that, and that's a thing that you could do to, yeah. All right, highway artificer, and that way you can gain green and go off. When another player gains a victory card. Okay, so that doesn't apply to. Yeah, it's good to know that doesn't work when you gain a victory card, so you can't artificer for a province and use black card as draw. Cool. Yeah, so I want artificers, I want highways, I want a pair of grottos, and I want a highwayman. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, how do we get up and actually do that plan? There's innovation too, which could be useful for putting the highwayman directly into play. And maybe artificer. Oh, it could be useful with artificer, right? Because artificer can gain something and put it into play immediately, like another artificer. Yeah. All right. Expedition is a little bit of draw, but there's not really abundant plus buy. Abundant. All right, and yeah. Well, basically, I want a lot of highways, and I want grottos and highwaymen for deck control. The question is, how are we supposed to open if that's the plan? Well, probably one of these is a grotto, so I'm just gonna start with that. I could buy an expedition on the second one, so that if I do see the grotto, which I have a 7 of 11 out of 11 chance doing, I get to set aside 4 and buy a second grotto. And that's kind of cute. And that way I can hit the highwayman next turn and just like start going off. Right, that sometimes works. Except for, did I miscount? No, actually that's perfect. Yeah, I could have considered more different options. Camel train. Oh. No, if you have terminal space for that, I definitely don't. Of what my plan is. No, wait, this is just fully consistent now, right? Alright, grotto is amazing. Alright, because the grotto always draws the other grotto, because, yeah, okay. This grotto card's pretty good. The problem is if I want a highwayman right now, I either have to set aside 3 In which case, am I fully consistent? I have 7 coppers and a grotto and a highwayman. There's a chance that I miss if I do this. Alternatively, I could buy a silver, which I really don't want because it's junk. And there's no trashing for that junk. And, okay, well, that kind of closes it for me. I will set aside 3 and buy a highwayman. Yes. Alright, hopefully we draw a grotto. If we don't, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's just like I could buy a silver that I can't get rid of or do anything useful with. Set aside 3 copper, right? Done setting aside so I can buy an expedition because I really don't want any of these cards. And this way I get to... Alright, so first I discard Highwayman with itself, then I draw with a grotto. I'm way overdrawing, it doesn't matter. My opponent is struggling. There was probably a more efficient way to play this kingdom. I do not care. It's efficient enough. Alright, so... I don't really get to do artificer tricks. It doesn't really matter which one I get first, right? Because so I'll get an artificer first so that I have a better sense of what I actually want. Because I need enough money. Maybe a silver was fine. Anyway, I need enough money to be able to discard a bunch and then buy. So I'm nowhere near close to that. So I'm just going to buy an artificer so that it keeps count. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, I have an artificer. Okay, that's so good. I was worried about not being able to draw a highwayman. I am I 1 card off doing... Oh, because I expeditioned last time that I did this. Okay. This is perfect. Okay, highwayman draws me the entire deck. Right, so I'm gonna need to grotto 4 cards. So I have 6 coppers. And I'm not interested in buying anything that costs less than 5. Okay, so, I mean, I have 8 coins, 7 coins. I mean, I should just start buying highways, is the thing. And just start buying highways. My opponent might be able to buy a highway every turn, and I'm going to be a little not happy about that. No, never mind. They need to get their grottos going, right? Oh, they can exile highways. They definitely should be exiling highways. Yeah, that is actually better than I thought, but like highwayman is probably doing plenty of damage to them. The way it is. Alright, can I play my super perfectly consistent deck? Or do I have to do something more interesting? Because of how my opponent is playing. And the problem is I might not draw a highwayman. If I discard 4 here... No, I mean, I'm just gonna buy a highway here. I think it's too much to ask of my deck. To be able to draw around into all of this. I'm just gonna buy a second highway, and now I can gain 2 things this turn. Yeah, my opponent has a lot of plus buy. I mean, they will never be able to draw deck, is their problem, right? I think. And they don't have the consistent Grotto cycle up either. So I'm like not sure how this deck of theirs is going to function, but they do have expeditions that I can buy. And now stuff costs free, so I can use the Artificer to discard 3 coppers. Gain another Artificer, right? And grab this highway and hope that my opponent can... Wait, they could probably get 2 highways. I think I messed this up. Yeah, they can most certainly get 2 highways. Actually, I mean, their grottos are not up. They'll try to get 2 highways though. Yeah. I should have definitely grabbed the highway. Well. My deck is still perfectly consistent, so that helps. I can discard 2 to gain another Artificer. Can discard 2 to get more Artificers. And do the autopile. Yeah, I think I discard 2 to gain another one. I do wish I had a highway right now though. Here's the problem. The moment that I put another stop card in my deck, none of this works, right? So if I like want to buy a province, suddenly it's not so hot. I could do stuff with abundance and expedition, right? I should have probably gained an abundance of one of these. I'll try to figure that out next turn, because I'm gonna just buy a province here. Because I have deck control, my opponent really doesn't. Like the big problem is the highwayman goes into the discard, right? Like that's the thing that I'm struggling with here. Because I really want to fetch that highwayman. And anything that I discard with Artificer to gain cards is just not going to go into my shuffle, right? So that's kind of a problem. Alright, well, I can't use these two. Because they're in the way. Alright, I drew the highwayman. That's amazing. Discard 1 to get an abundance. I'm not gonna be able to draw into one of these estates. I think that's fine. I'm gonna grab 2 abundances because I think they are just labs here. That's not how this works. I thought they were gonna go into play when I gained them. Obviously they won't. It's still fine. I'm gonna grab innovation because I wanna solve this. Like, I can solve some of my problems by gaining a council room this turn if I really need to, right? It's just like even gaining an artificer is kind of helpful. So I can throw it directly into play and then I get to draw an extra card. So innovation also draws an extra card, kind of like expedition. I don't really know what my opponent's doing, but they have a lot of highways, so that's a little concerning. I wonder if they could win. I mean, I don't think they have enough artificers to win. They could try to win on grottos. And I also have a points lead. I've learned to appreciate the points lead more and more as I came back to Dominion. Just because, yeah, okay, it's kind of useless to have the province in your hand, in your deck, but also having the extra points so that you never ever have to make awkward buys because your opponent is threatening a pile out is quite handy. I mean, I probably prioritized points a little too much in this match. Probably ended up doing that. Oh my god, what that looks awful. What my opponent just did. That looks so awful. They did get 2 provinces though. Well, I really want my highways to show up. Thank you. Well, I guess I wasn't gonna discard of those anyway. Alright. So I could gain grottos here. The problem is these grottos go into top of my deck. So I need to be goddamn sure that it's winning. And I think it is. Right, gain 4 grottos, yeah. Discard 0 for a grotto. Don't really need to anything. Alright, sweet. That worked out. I think I probably needed to gain an abundance a little earlier. There, because I did not realize how useful it was in the kingdom. And then I probably would be able to buy... actually, the problem was that my deck was always on the edge about drawing, right? Yeah. I mean, maybe you can play with 2 pairs of grottos. Like, okay, this was a 12-turn game, and I got denied on highways, which is pretty fast, but there was definitely improvements to be made, especially after how well I hit that. I mean, Grotto Expedition is just a very good open, right? Like, and I hit the right split of it. Like, if you hit the 7 and 11 to draw your grotto, then you actually always get to set aside 4, buy another grotto, and then you always get to redraw that grotto, and it's just you're just playing it on a different level, like an entirely different game. And if you don't hit it, then you can maybe buy the grotto or maybe repeat the same idea. I mean, you're just 1 buy behind, if you don't hit it to set up your grottos, it's basically an entire turn worth of swing. It's pretty terrible and pretty impactful, but oh well. That's the minion. That's how the minion works sometimes, or that's how card games work in general. Where sometimes if you don't draw things in the right order, you just get -1 turned. Alright. Groom. Right, what you got for us, my friend? There's a Groom throne room. Is that... Oh, there's Shopkeeper. Wait, Shopkeeper is actually one of these that are like really, really good, as far as I remember, with Broker especially. This could be some Groom for a lot of brokers. Trash. I mean, you need to trash for favors. That's really awkward to trash for favors. So awkward to trash for favors. I really do want to do that, where I just... It's so expensive. I just... Like... I hate having to trash for favors because it's so expensive and does so little for you. Okay, I guess if I trash for favors twice, the second time that I get to trash for favors, I get a coin. Okay, that's not that bad. And then I maybe get to buy a 5 at some point and everything goes off. Okay, so do I really need Hamlets for this? Yes, eventually, but not really. I kind of want these 5s because I just, like... Actually, do I want 5s? I want 4s is what I actually want. Because I want Throne Room, I want Groom, and I want Broker. And if I'm gonna be playing Broker to trash for favors, I'm not gonna be very good at hitting price points. So I am going to open with a Broker and a Silver, so I hit price points better. And the price point that I'm being concerned about is not 5, it's 4. Yeah, okay. That makes sense, more or less. Okay, fine. We're good with this. Okay, my opponent is going for something completely different. It's just... Oh. Labyrinth. Right. Cool. Well, I have 5. The question is, do I actually want this trading post? I think the answer is yes. I'm way over terminaled if I do that. Pretend like that's fine. Yeah, okay, let's pretend like that's fine. I know, is my opponent just like rushing Grooms and Hamlets? Like my slow plan might not work out if that's the case. Yeah, I think my opponent is just like doing some sort of rushing thing. With Labyrinth. Which is very spooky because I am going to... Yeah, absolutely nothing for these Labyrinth points. I have a trading post actually, so I get 2 of them, right? This Broker has not collided with anything though. It's very, very sad. I already bought 1 merchant camp. Yeah, they get a throne. Right, I got the Labyrinth points under control. As Broker has been utterly useless. It's just like, I love Broker. Like, it's such a fun card, but like sometimes it just does this, and you're wondering why it's in your deck. Oh, Vineyard Rush. Okay. Or they're gonna score with Vineyard points. Okay, I can get behind whatever my opponent's doing. I need to get in these favors. The big concern. I'm like tempted, if I draw the broker, I'm tempted to just... Alright, give me the broker, thank you. Alright, I get to trash for favors. God, that's so useless. This guy's so useless. Ah. Alright, well, I get to go to 6 favors, so if I draw a broker of literally with groom or throne room or like anything. Actually, if I draw it with a throne room, I can trash for favors and trash something else for +1 action, +1 buy. I mean, my deck is almost there, right? I'm probably just gonna get rushed down though. Okay, all right, we are there. We're cooking. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, my opponent's just rushing. The piles are running really, really low. I'm so many points behind. Huh. I think I'm gonna throw in the broker and do this for plus cards. And I would love this trading post to do stuff for me. Also, plus cards of this. Alright, we got somewhere. I'm gonna trash a horse for plus cards. Delete a copper. I need this last groom because I got rid of my groom. That's a problem. I could use the farmlands too. Don't really have a use for this hamlet anymore. So you could turn it into a groom with a farmland and then buy a silver, right? Silver is just better than a merchant camp. Do I want potions? No, I mean, I need to be able to gain stuff, right? Which, for that, I just need a groom. Having to delete my groom. Although, like, was terrible there. Maybe I delete brokers, right? The groom. Broker and a silver? I don't know. The broker draw, like, I know that this kind of draw engine like really tends to pop off. Just like why I went for it so hard. And my opponent might just like rush everything down here. But they're gonna have trouble getting the hamlets down, right? Okay, we have maybe a chance, probably not. If they don't win this turn, I think I have a way to come back into this. I think I can get a lot of provinces if they don't win this turn. Because these brokers just get a lot of value. God. Okay, they didn't win this turn. Cool. Alright, plus cards. I think I just want to play the broker as many times as possible. Okay, I think I'm going to have to gain... I mean, I can gain a potion. I think this is plus coins. Do I gain a potion or do I get another I think I get another broker, right? Let's get this for plus cards or plus... Actually, this is plus coins, right? Because I want to... This, I mean, there is no next turn, right? There really isn't a next turn. This is one more coin, right? If I go for plus cards. Yeah, this is one more coin. Technically. This 18. It's not quite there. Maybe their hand is horrible. I don't know. I mean, it's very unlikely that their hand is not gonna be able to gain an estate, a hamlet, and yeah, okay. Right. Okay, well, I did the fancy thing, and my opponent did the Groom Rush. The Groom Rush won. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I saw the Groom and I was like, there is something with Groom going on there. So I identified that, but then I decided to do the broker thing. I'm happy with how I played. I regret nothing. I would not play a Groom Rush. Or I would not be happy to play a Groom Rush. Okay, this is a Shaman Kingdom. Shaman Kingdoms have this thing going for them where you need to go get trashing and then you figure it out. So I'm probably gonna open triple shaman. I could open double shaman minion. That looks pretty damn good, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks pretty damn good. The fact that I have the option to do that looks pretty damn good too. Because that way I get to cycle through my deck faster and hopefully try and just be mean to my opponent for them like not being able to maybe open that well or being player 2 or something, right? Like imagine being player 2. What a damas. It's not like we get player 2 in this competition 50% of the time or something. But imagine being player 2 in the Shaman Kingdom. Like why would you do that? That sounds horrible. Alright. Oh, and my opponent doesn't have a good opening split. Oh, it's... Yeah. Oh god, what happened? I have something weird. Alright. Maybe there is actually a better opening split than what I did, but I'm just gonna do this. My opponent desperation for a butcher and then desperation for a minion. Okay, well, let's flip their hand. This is not ideal. I can desperation for another minion, or I could just play shaman. Hopefully, I flip it into the minion hand for them. No, unlucky. I am just going to keep on buying shamans now. I feel like my open wasn't very good. Okay, I flipped their minion at least away. Discard. Oh god. The hell is this? Alright, definitely trashing. Definitely buying more shamans. I wouldn't mind getting the sand flipped away from me. That'd be very nice, actually. Oh my... Okay. That's a little better. Maybe getting the butcher was fine? I don't know, like... Oh, they have nothing to gain. Okay, no, butcher was terrible. Okay, this... Man. That last hand, that was a hand. Really don't want to see that again. I mean, I put a lot of shamans in my deck envisioning that I'm gonna like play 2 shamans to get rid of 2 junk cards, then play a minion, then rotate into another shaman, and I'm going to be able to trash efficiently like that. Buys and gains an estate. No. I will keep on desperationing for minions. I don't think that's how you are supposed to do it. I love minion. What is this? This is some nonsense. I mean, maybe I bought too many shamans? This happened to me in my match against Zamsraft too. My opponent got a province where I played really good first 2 games, then I played not so well in the third one and I lost. Although this time I played perfectly. No mistakes were made. My opponent has a points lead. It's very not fun. Anyways, what I was talking about. Yeah, my I went very well in the first 2, then I played not so well in the third and lost, then I got a non-game in a game 4. Which this certainly looks like one, considering the way I drew my shamans. Yeah. My card's terrible. Maybe Butcher was good though. The shaman card's terrible for the game. I think I don't like the games with it. Like it's okay. It's something interesting. It's something different. But on the other hand, like these shaman games suck. They're not fun. Yeah, I think the butcher was pretty good. It allows my opponent to score and do stuff, and I mean, I'm gonna get out of this, right? Oh wait, they don't have a minion. Mm. I mean, your deck should be about as terrible as mine, right? Actually, it's probably better because it didn't get to do any trashing because I drew like a donkey. I'm throwing points into there. Just embrace it. Just embrace being behind and buy a collection and hope that like my opponent somehow can finish this off. Well, the collection was supposed to be in my final hand, not in... The hell is this? I mean, if I were fully trashed, this would be a great hand, but like this is garbage. Grab a butcher too. Okay, my opponent is just buying estates. That's a little helpful because I can force them to grab curses or something from the trash. And maybe their deck just like malfunctions completely. Do I grab a duchy here? Do I grab a collection? Let's grab a second collection. Let's just believe in the engine. Okay, I didn't actually want that hand, so I'm happy. But also this is 5 for my opponent. Oh wait, they can't... Right, they can't desperation for a minion, so... There's that. There really aren't action cards that I want to be buying, huh? Yeah, there really aren't. Why did I buy these collections? I don't know. I mean, they will eventually buy down estates, right? Yeah, throw them a copper. I have some curses too. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're getting somewhere. If we can hit province, we're getting somewhere. I mean, I'll discard all of them. There is a chance their hand doesn't have 2. Oh, their hand has 2. Man, that game was way more awful than I expected it to be. Yeah, I did bury my opponent in junk eventually, and I did get a pretty decent deck, but I did not have enough minions, which was the issue there. Okay. That game was, like, I don't know. I was not a fan of that. Alright, new game. I do not believe we have any trashing except for black markets, so we're gonna be doing a lot of fishing for that. Okay, there's a lot of villages, and Not a lot of draw. The only sort of draw is shanty. There is trashing and scrounge. Scrounge. As I do not have any idea on how to pronounce that. Uh, yeah, so we can do a little bit of that, and also afterwards, when we have a functional deck-ish, that is a lot of potential points of Grantskeeper, although there's also a Horn of Plenty in this, so you might be looking at that. It really depends on what we pull from Black Market. I am not a fan of this town opening. I think I am getting rid of this estate rather quickly, and I'm just looking for draw and copper trashing specifically, because I mean, I guess my opponent's sitting 5 for bull, but like, what are we buying with bull? Like, I really want black market cards, not all of this other stuff. So I think my goal here of seeing black market as often as possible is pretty sensible. There was an idea to open double black market. Not really sure how I feel about that. Also, bullying here for my opponent just makes it harder to hit black market stuff. Okay, so Coven, not so great. Yeah, it's just a single Coven, yeah, it's gonna score points, but it's more like a monument. It's basically a monument of how plus action heavy this board is. So I think I will pass on that. And these other two cards, they don't really draw cards, they don't really do anything, so I'd much rather not get those. Thank you very much. And I think I'm going to grab a Blessed Village and a Shanty, because I want a boon. I did not want that boon, really. I wanted a boon that like would cycle me through. So maybe it's another black market instead of a shanty now. Yeah, sure. I'll get a second black market. I was almost certainly buying Scrouge there. Oh my god, these pools are so much better. Why aren't those my pools? It's both Hunting Party and Enchantress and Forager, actually. All three of those are pretty great. I think... Oh wait, they didn't have enough money for a Hunting Party? I am just going to get rid of this estate again. Like, yeah, I'm paying 3 to get rid of an estate. It's not very efficient, but also I do not care really. Like, I'm getting rid of that estate so that I get to get better black market cards, and I get to see more my black markets more often. It's worth it for me, or worth it in my book. Yeah. I do wonder if having to build in some sort of conspirator stack is going to be an option here. I mean, I wanted this crown. The crown is incredible, but like I can't afford it. Alright, both Sentry and Amulet are good trashing. I think Amulet is better at copper trashing. And I get to buy a fishing village with it, I guess. Where's my next hand? I get to buy a scrunch with it, right? My next hand's 5 coppers. Yeah, and that way I get to like bull for some good cards, including like a boon again. Yeah, okay. Get rid of these estates. I know, not very efficient again, even though I have a trasher, but like it's an estate in the trash. Like I see my good cards more often. Like that's what I care about. And I think I will grab a shanty here, because I have not hit any draw. Oh, that's the best boon. That's by far the best boon. They've played the copper for no reason, right? I'll take that. Now they are saying that that's by far the best boon, right? And I do want the shanty, right? Like one shanty isn't too bad, like because the shanties can collide. And I will usually have the plus actions to use it as a lab sort of thing. Right, they don't have enough money because their deck's actually not very good. Right, well, let's take a look at what we see here. I would love a spice merchant, yes. Can I afford it? Absolutely. Oh my god. Is it better than Royal Blacksmith? Yeah, Royal Blacksmith prevents me from buying stuff from the black market next turn. Here's the problem. Yeah, this is the problem, right? I could trash the black market and draw cards. Is that reasonable? Probably not. I could get a via of a black market, potentially. And it's only via, right? Yeah, it's only via that will enable me to draw with the shantytown. Which is probably what I would... Yeah, I would probably take that option. Assuming that there aren't any other good cards in there. Yeah, this hand wasn't very fortunate because I had a lot of plus actions in the previous one. Nomads gives me 2 coins. City, it's not really draw cards. Yeah, I'll pass, I think. On all of these. I need some card draw, right? Conspirator gives me money. I am action dense enough so that these kind of hands obviously wouldn't happen, right? I still need to find some draw off the black market. Like, I was offered Royal Blacksmith. I was the only one, right? And I passed it up for the Trasher. I don't know. Not really in love with the way this game is panning out. I don't know, like, I don't think the Conspirator buy was bad, right? Alright, well, +1 card's pretty good. Maybe the Shanty buy? I mean, I don't know, like... There are villages in this deck. There's quite a lot of them, in fact, right? Like, I'm not imagining this. There's a lot of villages in my deck. I don't know, maybe I'm miscounting them, but I don't think so. I think I have a bunch of blessed villages, right? I don't know. Just confused now. Goatherd's very good. My opponent chooses to pass up for this. Alright, well, these are terrible. A remodel's fine, I suppose, but that's the only one that's playable out of these. Man, I made such a good effort to be hitting 5 on my black market turns too. I feel like. Yeah, there are villages in this deck. Okay, cool. It's good to know that there are villages, in fact, in this deck. Alright. Yay, deck functional. Let's go. Minion, that draws cards. Good enough for me. It's the most suspicious kind of draw you can ever see. Alright. Not really interested in any of these cards. Trash the copper. Draws cards. Good enough. Specialist draws cards. If you have other draw cards in the deck. Now, maybe this shanty's bad. It's not been good. But like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I was gonna be over villaged. And then the shanty would be good. Because the boons are good, right? So I expect it to be over villaged. Maybe with the way I play the minion, it's very unlikely to be over villaged. I don't know. Definitely do tend to load up on terminals a lot. My opponent does not want any of those cards. Oh wait, this trashes any card from hand? Oh. Something that I didn't know. Unlucky. Journeyman draws cards. Let's go. Card draw. I'll grab a fishing village because I tend to not have any villages on my turns or something. So I'm just like worried enough. Tactician. It's insane. It's just +5 cards, +1 action, +1 buy every 2 turns. Sea chart is also a lab. So in case my opponent wants to bowl. Which they probably do. But Tactician isn't incredible. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're doing the thing. So now we want to just get the payload options, right? My god. I'm gonna draw cards here. I would like to skip probably still copper, right? Well, I can still do the trick. Village, Crystal Ball, Acting Troop. Crystal Ball kind of useful. It's just a peddler that like requires to be played with a black market and is not. I can sometimes hit a treasure. Not that great. And there is plenty of there is a better option of payload in the kingdom, so I am not going to grab that. I do need to be buying something from the black market though. If I want to. Pirate. Pirate gains Horn of Plenty. That's very, very good. I think I do want. Do I want to trash this copper? No, not really, actually. I'm gonna put this copper into play. And I am gonna gain a silver. Here and discard. Oh, also attacks, right. Minion does do that. Alright, and I could, I think I want to bowl for conspirators. Horn of Plenty is really nice with black market too. Maybe I wanted one blessed village actually. Yeah, I probably did want one blessed village there. I mean, I'm fine here. Oh, maybe it's all good. I'll grab this extra silver, I think. Oh my, that turd looked awful. What happened there? Guess they drew all of their conspirators. Right, that's what had to happen. Ooh, skip copper. Oh, maybe not skip copper. Bad idea to skip copper. So I can grab a kingdom card here, like another Horn of Plenty or something. 1, 2, 3, 4 terminals, okay. Ironworks looks pretty good. Yeah, let's grab another Horn of Plenty. I think Ironworks looks really, really good. Militia, I mean, I'm already attacking. Monument scores points. Pawn is just like whatever. I'll do pawn. It might be whatever, but I might be able to like get rid of it out of my hand. This shanty has not been useful once. I will grab a boon. I'll take that for the next turn. Action buy, right? Action coin. See, I don't need action. Buy coin. Yeah, this shanty has just been a curse this entire game. Yeah, and I am just going to wait. Can I win? Not yet. Probably pretty close. I think I'm just going to buy a province bowl for West Villages. Take that now. Take that next turn. There is a chance that that activates, I suppose. Yeah. It's a very slim chance that that activates. I think 6 points is pretty safe. Oh my god, my opponent's deck's just... I mean, I think they had like way better black market pulls, but yeah, they never had the money to buy them, right? Because they did not make an effort to get 5, and I actually made an effort to get 5. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm glad that my decisions actually did something useful this game. It's cool to get that feeling. I think the game is just over this turn. Assuming that I don't... Oh, right, I received Earth's Gift, which I could have used. Oh, well. I'll hold on to this shanty. I want to hold on to this Horn of Plenty too. I want the shanty. Whatever. Goodbye, Horn of Plenty. I'm only holding on to this shanty because I wanna, like, justify my decisions. My horrible decisions of buying that card. Action buy. Dude, this shanty has been such a horrible decision. It's just useless. This entire game. Definitely gain that. Don't buy anything in there. I'm gonna play it. Right, that's the win, right? Yeah, I do have a win. And actions, Horn of Plenty for a black market, bull for double black markets, bull for double black markets again. Right, sweet. I tied another league match by, no, I feel like I played pretty well. I did that, there was that Groom Kingdom where I've made decisions that were strange and I probably shouldn't have made them. But that happens sometimes. That's what you do when you play the minion. There was that non-game, that shaman game, which was awful and miserable, and to and I probably should have gained the butcher in there, and I probably should have gone after fives more aggressively. Um, yeah, and I don't really know what the third game that I lost was. I probably didn't play very well. Yeah, I didn't play precisely. That was game three. Yeah, okay. That was kind of a fine match then. I'm probably getting further away from promotion here by tying the first two matches. Oh well, it happens. I'm not even sure if I'll play the next season. I am happy with the way I'm playing. Like I think I'm playing pretty well. The results aren't there, but like if you play well, the results will show up. This is not too bad. And I also quite enjoyed this match, so that's important because I really did not feel like playing it like about 15 minutes before it was gonna start. All right, cool. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good rest of your day, and yeah, I'll catch you next time. Bye.